All right, welcome to the first installment of how to pack. No, that's not what I want to do. All right. All right, welcome to the inaugural video of Death, Divorce, and Moving. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to pack your china. I'm going to cover all the basic types of china and how to pack them all properly and safely into the proper type of box. As you can see here, I have all sorts of china you probably find in your kitchen. All this china is mine. Most of it was purchased at our wedding registry and given to us at our wedding. So this is certainly mine. Now, unlike other packing videos, I'm going to prove to you that this is definitely the surefire way to pack a box. The way I'm going to do that is by packing everything properly into the box and then dropping the box filled with china off my back balcony, which is about 5 feet up. And I'm going to video record the whole thing, and when we're done, we're going to unpack it and show that all the china is still intact. So if your box can survive, if your china can survive a 5-foot fall, you can rest assured that this is going to be the way to pack everything properly. Alright, so to start out, the things you're going to need is a double, what is called a dish barrel. As you can see right on the box, it's called a dish barrel. What that is a double layer corrugated box. So you essentially have 2 layers of corrugated cardboard, which gives it a little more give, and it's a firmer box, and gives it a little more give. And it goes down lengthwise. The other things we're going to need are packing paper, of which I have ample, our china, obviously, some tape to tape up the box, and a marker to label what went into it. As far as my box, I already taped up the bottom. I'm going to tape up the top. It's essentially the same way. You're going to do the same thing on the bottom as you would the top. I'm just going to skip that step for now. To get these little flaps out of the way, just going to get a little tape. Now, you notice that I can break this tape with my hands. You need a specific type of tape to be able to do that, and it involves a specific technique. I like this better than using a tape gun, but if you find you need to use a tape gun, feel free. So we just want to get those flaps out of our way. And again, nice empty box. Okay. Oops. So, what we're going to do, first thing we need to do is create a layer of what I like to call bumpers on the bottom. And all a bumper is paper wrapped up in itself. So we'll get 2 sheets of paper, kind of crumple them up in a kind of a fluffy sort of manner, put it on top of another piece of paper, bring that over, and roll it up. Now the reason we do this, first we're gonna roll it up so it's just about the size of the bottom of the box. It essentially looks like a big sub. I'm gonna take it, put it right in the bottom. Now the reason why we do this, and we're gonna fill the whole bottom. The reason why we do this is one, for safety, for protection of your china. It's going to give you a lot of give at the bottom. You know, the cardboard already gives it some sort of protection. This gives it a little added protection. So we're going to line the bottom. And the other reason why we do that is because we know that if we just have crumpled pieces of paper under there, sometimes stuff can get under there. And when we're unpacking, things get lost, thrown out along with the paper, as you'll see when we start unpacking. So it's nice when we get it all laid out that we know exactly where the bottom is. So I'm going to fill the bottom. Again, a nice, good thickness to it. Now, getting it the right length certainly takes a little bit of practice, of which I have a lot. So getting it that exact length of the box takes a little time, but it's okay if you don't get it exactly, because if you do happen to come up a little short, like this one will, so we're a little short there, all you do is grab another piece of paper, crumple it up, and put it right next to it. There we go. And one more. Beautiful. Now we have a nice layer to put our china on top. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is start packing the box. What I like to do, or what the best thing to do, is to take the heaviest stuff you have first. You want to put the heaviest stuff on the bottom, and then the lighter china on top. Now, I know that sounds a little simplistic, but you'd be surprised how often people kind of overlook that stuff. So what we're going to start out on the bottom are stuff like plates. We have a pitcher here. Probably the bowls will go down there. This gravy boat. I have a tea kettle where I hold all my tea. Sugar pot. We'll put stuff like that down there. And then we're going to create another layer of bumpers, as you'll see, and then put the stemware and the glasses on top of that. So let's get started. Let's get started with some of the bigger stuff first. We got some plates here. So the plates, I'm going to take about 4. Take 4 plates right here. We're going to pack these all up together. And the way we're going to do that is take one plate, put it down, put a piece of paper over it. Take the second plate, right on top. Third plate, on top of that. There we go. And the reason why we do that is to prevent the plates from smacking into each other and chipping. It gives them a nice firm protection between each and every plate. And then once we get that done, we can take these 3 to 4 pieces of paper, crumple them up, fold it over on itself, and there we go. Now these are nice and secure. You don't hear any sort of rattling around of glass, so that's a good noise. We just want to hear the paper. And now it's ready to go in the box. Now when we put it in the box, the first thing what we want to do is the safest way that this will transport is if we load it standing upright, not standing down. If you think about it, this is going to be a lot safer for it. It's a lot harder to break the plate this way as opposed to that way. If we drop the plates like this, they probably smack in half. They probably break in half. But this way, they're nice and safe. And we'll grab our other plates. And the same thing. This time we have 3. When I pack the plates up, I usually like to have in sets of 4. 3 is fine, 2 is fine. You don't want to get too many more than 4 because then it becomes a problem surrounding the paper with the plates. So here, we'll go 1. See? There we go. Same thing, have it standing right up. Next thing we want to do is maybe grab something like a pitcher. Now, something like this. The weakest spots on the pitcher are around the handle and around the rim, and probably even more so right on top here. So what you're going to want to do is essentially have it standing up like that. We're going to surround with paper and put it standing just like this, right in the box. Just shove a little of the paper in there, give it a little added support, and that's going to be just fine. Put that right next to the plates, and that's good to go. All right. The next thing we can grab these smaller plates, and the same thing as the larger plates. There we go, 5 in this one, that's fine. These are a little smaller, so we can surround it just fine. Fold it right up and over. Everything's in there, nice and snug. Grab it, we'll put it right next to the pitcher, just like that. Alright, now we have some bowls. Right here we got 4 bowls. What I like to do is pack these 2 at a time. And the same thing standing right up just like the plates are. The reason why I like to do that is it transports a little cleaner this way as opposed to 3, because once you start getting 3, they start getting a little lopsided. It starts moving around too much, but 2 will stay nice and snug right where you want it. And again, same thing, have it stand upright, just like that. Perfect. Alright, grab a gravy boat. Now, it's kind of the same principles as the pitcher. The most delicate places are around the rim, probably right here, and the handle. So we want to protect those before anything else. Wrap it up, maybe shove a little in the middle, gives it a little support from the inside. Same thing, and put it down right there. And grab these bowls, same thing again. Alright, now we have our sugar bowl. A lot of times you'll have stuff, you have these little things with tops. It's the same thing with like a tea set. You'll have a little thing sticking out like this. Now, in this particular, this is the thing that will break probably before anything else is. So the way to protect this, and even if you have sugar in there, it's not a big deal. Put the sugar bowl right in the middle, put this right over, and we're going to take this and actually put it upside down. So this part that might break is actually going to be surrounded by nothing other than the sugar, I guess. So it will be nice and safe. It won't run the risk of having any sort of thing jar loose and hit it and break it in half. Then we'll take another sheet of paper and close it in there. This one we can stand upright just like that. Perfect. We'll grab, we can just roll that up nice and tight, and what we want to do with this is have this standing up, because this is a lot weaker. The glass is a lot weaker when you have it like this. It's a lot stronger to be like that. And we also have the added layer of paper to kind of give it a little more support. Put that right there. Alright, we'll get a little more room. This one's pretty heavy. This beer glass is a little heavy, so we'll throw that on the bottom layer. same thing. Just put one piece of, we have the top right here, and we're going to put that down so it's right on the paper bumpers. Alright, I'm going to throw this in there too. Why not? And the same kind of idea, if we had something out that was sticking out right here, we would flip it over, protect it, but this is going to be okay. Right in there. Alright. So, now we have, as you can see, we have some little space right here. Sometimes if you have like little salt and pepper shakers, you can throw them in there. Any sort of little things that might not break, you want to throw them down there. I don't feel like looking for stuff, so I'm going to just fill the rest up with pieces of paper. You want to make it nice and snug, so things won't knock out of place. So we have ourselves. So it is nice. Alright. So now everything's in there. So it's not going to move around. But you'll notice that we have spots where this is higher than this is higher than over here and so forth. We want to make it nice and level. So we're going to grab some more paper. And the reason why we're making this level again is because we're going to take our glasses and put them on top. So we want that to be standing upright. And we can't have it stand upright if it's not level.